Hi and greetings. We look at a topic known as linear programming of paper 1. We have picked this question of 2019, and this question says, write 3 inequalities which describe the unshaded region R on the diagram below, and it carries 5 marks. So you must first of all name the lines you have been given. Look at, we have this line, we have this line, we also have this line. There are 2 types of straight lines under this topic. The first line is what is known as the I'll call it a solid. Okay, it's known as a solid line. The solid line, it is a line which is in a form of this. It may be like this, it may be like that. This solid line, the symbol we use for that, it may be less than or equal to, or we say greater than or equal to. These are the symbols we use for such a line which is a solid line. Now, we have another line which is known as a broken line. Broken line. So for broken line, this is a line, you can call it a dotted line, but it's not dotted, it is broken. So the symbol we use, it is just less than, or we can use greater than, without putting equal to, without including equal to. Now, let me name these lines. This one I'll name it as line 1. This one I'll name it as line 2. You bear with me. This is what I've chosen. It's up to you, the way you are going to name them. So I will start with line 1. What is line 1? So I'll start with line number 1. Line number one. Now, when I look at line number 1, this line, it is passing through, it is a horizontal line, a horizontal line. Now, the gradient of a straight line, it is always in a form of like this. I mean, not the gradient, but the equation of the straight line. All these are straight lines. So the equation of the straight line is in a form of this. Now, when the line is horizontal, the gradient of that line is always equal to 0. So therefore, where there is m, which is the gradient, to be 0, meaning the x will also be 0. We just remain with y-intercept, which is c. Now, what is y-intercept? The y-intercept, it is a point. It is a point where the line crosses y-axis. Now, this line, where is it crossing y-axis? It is crossing y-axis at this point. So, we just say y is equal to 6. It is y equals to 6. Now, what is this under linear programming? Or by using these symbols instead of equals, we shall identify the error. Look at this line. Where is it crossing y-axis? It is on 6. Where is error? It is at the bottom of this line. It is at the bottom. Where we have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have 0, -1. So all this part at the bottom, they are less than. So since the line is also a solid line, we are going to say y is less than or equal to 6. Y is less than or equal to 6. So this is the first inequality. So I will write it there. Y is less than or equal to 6. That is our first inequality. We go to the second one. This one is my second line. As usual, I will say line 2. Then I will say y is equal to mx plus c. Mx plus c. Now, what is my m? We first need to find the gradient. Why? Because this line, it is not a horizontal line. Therefore, it is passing through 8,6, and it is passing also through this point here, which is 2,0. So we find m. How do we find m? M equals to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. In this case, I will name the 8,6 as my first coordinate. My second coordinate, then this one will be my first one. Meaning, where there is the y2, I will say 6 minus 0. The y2 is 6, the y1 is 0, the x2 is 8, the x1 is 2, the x1 is 2. So we move. Therefore, we are going to have m is equal to, the answer we have is 6 divided by 6, and therefore our m will be 1. Having known our m, we'll write it as now as the y equals to, from there, y equals to where there is m, I'll put 1x, I'll put 1 as the m, the x plus c. Now we are remaining with finding the y-intercept. We are going to pick any coordinate, either this one or this. With me, I'll pick the first one. Where there's y, I will write a 6. So to be 6 equals to 1 multiplied by 8 plus c. So to be 6 equals to 8 plus c. Therefore, we are going to have 6c minus 8 equals to c. And we have negative 2 equals to c. So the value of c is negative 2. Now, what will be the equation? Therefore, our equation will be y equals to x or 1x minus 2. Now, what symbol are we going to put there? When you look at this, line here, it is a solid line, meaning we are going to put this symbol or that symbol. So this solid line here, if you extend it, it goes. Let me just do like this. It will cross the y-axis there. Now, where is R? Remember, the subject is y. So we are dealing with y. So the subject is y. So where is the y? Where is y? We are replacing y with the R. So the R is on the top of this line. So the R is great. It is on top of this line on top. So it is greater. So the y will be greater or equal to. The y will be greater or equal to. The y will be greater or equal to. That is what we are going to have. So we are going to have y is greater than or equal to x minus 2. This is our second equation. We are now remaining with the third equation. We now remain with the third equation, where we find the equation for the broken line. The equation for the broken line. Okay, as usual, the broken line, which is line 3, we are going to say y equals to mx plus c. Where is it passing through? It is passing through 0,6 as well as the 2,0. These are the 2 points. There is 0,6 there and 2,0. So the first point, it is to find the gradient, where we have y2 minus y1 and everything over x2 minus x1. Which one will be my first coordinate? My first coordinate will be this one. My second coordinate will be that one there. So I'm going to say 6 minus 0 over 0 minus 2, which is equal to m. So we say m is equal to 6 minus 0, the answer is 6. 0 minus 2, the answer is negative 2. So therefore, our m is equal to negative 3. When the m is negative 3, what do we do? Since m is negative 3, what do we do? We are going to say y We are going now to replace where there is m, we replace with negative 3, so it will be negative 3 plus c. We now choose any of these two coordinates. With me, I'll go with the second coordinate, which is 2, 0. 2, 0. I replace where there is x, I'll write a 2. Where there is y, I'll write a 0. So I'll say 0 equals to negative 3 multiplied by 2 plus c. So 0 equals to negative 6, which plus c. This one will be 6, it will be now 6 equals to c. So the value of c is positive 6. Therefore, I will say y is equal to negative 3x plus 6. Negative 3x plus 6. What symbol are we going to use? Let's look at the subject as usual. The subject as usual is y. This line here crosses y there. Where is the other? It is on top. It is not at the bottom of the point where it is crossing y-axis. Therefore, we shall say y is greater than negative 3x plus 6. Y is greater than so it will be y is greater than negative 3x plus 6. These are the three inequalities. Thank you so much.